Welcome back. You're still watching the news tonight here on UBC TV. And now we take you to the rounds in the world of business. The Minister for Gender, COVID-19 has ruptured everyday social and economic exchange in Uganda, with lockdown measures posing challenges to the people who need to work to survive. But as the national infections rise each passing day, the government is still taking ever more measures and steps to contain the disease. Ugandans need to understand that temporary sacrifices may be necessary to halt the spread of the coronavirus. But the effects of the virus are not being experienced equally, and our case study today is the boda business in the country.
An estimated 46% of Ugandans have no savings, according to the 2019 Central Bank findings. The remaining 54% put aside money for household consumption. Of these, about 35% primarily save to meet recurrent expenses such as food and education, while 26% save for emergencies. With this kind of financial behavior, how long can the boda business be sustained as the players resort to cargo without passengers?
There are some who are in brick making, there are some who go to villages and get some food and vendoring it around Kampala, but those are very few. With the Kampala, these guys are illiterate. Most of them are illiterate. They have no capital. At least those ones, the few. Not even 2% of boda riders, but it's good some have resorted that way. But most of us we are used to carry passengers, and we are just seeking to hear from the president whether we can come back, and if he does that, we shall be by his side forever.
Given the depth and breadth of the COVID-19 lockdown, unlike other epidemics, everyday discourse makes claims on governments to protect and assist as people cannot work to assist themselves. State House gave boda riders a grant in different divisions of Kampala to use the money to invest in other businesses to sustain themselves during this COVID crisis. Each division is supposed to get a 5 million grant for their circle.
The 5 of our circles in Kampala each got 5 million. So as Kawempe, we have already sent messages to stage leaders to send us some ladies of boda riders to come and push up their business, capital between 100,000 to 200,000. So we are giving them. They are supposed to bring it back with some little profits.
The boda riders are venting their anger at the failure to give them an opportunity to their old culture of business, for they have failed to adjust to their normal and pledge to respect the SOPs.
Obukwakulizo atugulewo naye atuwa obukwakulizo nga bungi sanitizers tusobola zibeera nazo, masiki tuli nazo, element tuzirina, atugambe nti toweeka muntu nga tayambadde masiki. Ekyo tujja bigondera byonna, naye tusaba n'obuwombeefu. Tulina abaana kati muzayi singa bukyenkya n'ata abaana basome, abaffe bagenda kuba batya.
Kubanga baatugaana okuvuga abantu be twali tuvuga ng'ajja n'omuteekako n'akafuluusi ke n'omutwala mu ttawuni tetukyabatwala. Nabo batubanka nazo ziri ezitulindiridde tetukola. Abaana ewaka oluusi otya n'okuddayo ewaka lulinga wabamanyiza oddayo n'akagaati, naye kati oddayo olutuuka bakulaba ozeeyo nga lonjerere ne bafuna bufunyi kinyiza abamu ne batulika ne bakaaba ng'obeekweka bwekwesi n'okakaninde bungere ndyoke nzireyo ewaka.
Tukakasa nti mu butuufu singa baba batukkiriza okukola ne bwe tuba tutuuse waliwo mu senta wennyini tusobola okukolera eno ebbalibbali, tusobola okukolera ku Kitante, tusobola okukolera waliwo enguudo ezitaliimu boda ezitaliko takisi naye nga ate ziriko abatambula.
Ofunyeyo akalimu bw'osanga omusirikale ng'essaawa eweddeko liba lutalo, tukyagitwala butuuka eyo ate ayagala nsimbi eziringa ng'ekitalo ate agamba gireke wano paka covid lwaligwa kakati ng'abaana baliisizzaaki. Abaana enjala egenda kubatta, abakyala batubuddeko,
tuli eno tuwonaawe naye tukira gavumenti omulanga.
Omulimu si mwangu ennaku zino era mulimu gutufuukidde ekizibu okusinziira embeera gye tulimu. Kulembeze w'eggwanga yatugamba tuvuge bifuluusi naye ebifuluusi tebikyalabikira ddala yadde kubanga bwe twali tuvugayo emmotoka baazita babyenonera ate n'omulala aguza akatooke ke atya okkabba kubanga embeera gye tulimu mbi ddala.
To avoid long-lasting damage to these hand-to-mouth livelihoods, there is need to strategize on how to not only quell the virus, but also cut the duration of the economic distress. Before the pandemic, we had about 150,000 riders around Kampala city. But because of the pandemic, as we speak now, we have about 70,000 riders, and many of them are looking out for other avenues to earn a living. Many dispersed and went to the villages. The main fear amongst Ugandans is not the virus, but rather the isolation measures that have significantly disrupted people's means to make an income. People continue to brave the streets to work. For instance, street vendors continue hustling and border riders too. These vendors cannot afford to isolate at home or say the verandas of commercial buildings lest they starve to death. The street is their workplace, livelihood and home. Sandra Kahundiagaba, UBC News.
On the plight of the border